Derick, hi. Did I wake you up?
Yeah.
What? Get some socks on, my friend. I invited Rob, but I'm not sure if he's coming. So how have you been? Did you miss me?
Yep.
How are you feeling?
I'm more used to it nowadays.
What, me not being around?
Well, yeah, because you go back to
Spain.
So.
Yeah. This is about the 5th
year.
year.
I'm sick and tired of missing them now.
But I always come back.
Mm-hmm.
I got some exciting news for you.
What?
You know I had my bike stolen the day before I went to Spain?
No, I didn't know that.
I left it outside Chapters, locked up for too long, and somebody came back and stole it.
At Gordon Head?
No, downtown on Douglas Street.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so that was the last thing I did before I left. And then I went away and thinking the whole time I was going to buy a new bike when I got back. I got back and there was a box in my living room. Somebody had given me a bicycle. My friend Norman, he sent it on Amazon. So I got a new bike, a cruiser. I rode it over here. It's tied up down at the McDonald's. I got a picture of it. Let me show you the picture. Yeah, it was such a surprise. Such a surprise. It's just coming up now. Yep, I rode it over here. You see what it looks like?
Oh, wow.
It's a cruiser with white wall tires.
Wow.
No gears. You have to back pedal to stop it. And
Back pedal what?
You push the pedal back, and the brake comes on in the hub. There's no brake on the front or the back wheel. There's no suspension, and it has these ape hanger handlebars with no brakes. I got to get a bell for it. And it's great, actually. When I got used to no gears, I like it already. I've fallen in love with my new bike.
So when are you going to get married? Oh, you're already married.
I'm already married. I'm going to have two loves, my bike and my wife. Anyway, hurry up, because I'm itching to go. I'll wait for you outside here, Derick. Where's the little dog?
Oh, I think they went out camping.
Oh, because the motorbike's here, but they're not. Sarah and her boyfriend, her husband.
Yeah, they went.
What's his name, Bob?
No, Jeffrey.
Jeff. Okay. Yeah. We can walk down to where my bike is and we'll start the run from my bike. It can be 3 squares from my bike. 3 times around. It's almost the opposite from that one. That one is white, mine is black. Mine's a black frame with white wall tires, and that's a white frame with black wall tires. I hear you had a fair bit of snow while I was away.
Yeah, it was quite a lot.
Quite a lot. More than usual, eh?
Yeah.
But you can see that my bike doesn't have mud guards. Look at my back.
Oh.
I got sprayed with grime from the galloping goose. And I had to go wait for you in McDonald's, so I turned my jacket inside out.
Where did your bike get stolen?
From outside Chapters on Douglas Street. I left it there for too long. It gave somebody who wanted to steal it a chance to go home and get his clippers.
Was that with your lock on it too?
Yeah, with my lock. They must have cut through the lock. There's probably people walking around with bolt clippers under their coats, you know, like people walking around with guns.
Yeah.
couldn't be more basic, could it really?
Well, it's good tires.
Yeah, I would say so for this kind of conditions, and it rode like a dream on the Galloping Goose. Because there's not too many hills, I could just cruise along. I was overtaking people for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because normally everybody passes us, but this time I was keeping up and I was passing people.
It's cool because it looks like a 60s bike.
Yeah, you just have to remember to ride it like you're a kid. You have to hold onto the handlebars, you have to get out of the saddle. Yeah, it's good. And it took me a long while. It took me about 4 or 5 rides to get the adjustments just right.
What did you tell Norman?
Well, I just freaked out. I said, man, that's so good. All right, let's go.
How much was the lock?
The lock was about 130.
A lock?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe less, because I bought a lock, a helmet, and a pump.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. I bought 3 items. And today I'm going to buy a backpack and panniers.
I was about to say, well, I'm going over there to start a rant.
Why?
Well, because that's highway robbery.
Yeah, no, that's true. It was for the 3 items.
Yeah. What bicycle store?
Max Cycle.
I don't know them.
They're on Cedar Hill Crossroad. You know where Fairways is? On Shelbourne. When was the last time you ran?
I ran once with Rob, but then never again. I didn't run until you came back.
Today?
Yeah.
But it's like we never left. There's the mail lady. We saw her before.
Me and Rob did 2 laps.
I'm going to do 3 today. And I can keep an eye on my bike on each lap.
Was it the mail lady?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a good joke now. I can joke around with Canada Post and say, delivering slow mail. Like a quote, like their famous quote.
What?
I don't know what the quote is, but
The one about through rain, through snow, through hail.
yeah, probably. Now I say,
Hello.
Canada Post delivers slow mail.
Well, they call it snail mail, don't they?
Probably,
Anything that's not email is snail mail.
especially Canada Post. I bought a bell.
For your bike?
Yeah, off eBay for $2, and it's the one with the compass on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so it hasn't come in the mail yet.
But this is a replacement for the one that was stolen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's been a month. I ordered it December 29th.
Pretty much the last day of the year.
Yeah, and it hasn't come in yet. So I'm like, what the heck?
I remember that VW convertible. Looks nice. It goes well with my bike. Retro. That was nice of Norman, eh?
Yeah.
He hardly knows me. I only know him virtually. He's not an actual friend. But he must have heard about me having my bike stolen.
Well, how did he hear that?
From one of my podcasts. Okay, so we're coming up on Winchberry.
Well, he's helping me in some way too.
Yep. Just by getting me out here on a bike.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have to take the bus. I feel...
The ball sack.
Oh yeah. I feel rejuvenated now that I have a new bike.
So it feels like you're on glass.
That feels like I'm a kid again.
Or that you're riding on glass.
Yeah. It's pretty smooth actually.
Yeah.
But it's very important how you set it up. I had the handlebars too low the first time.
Oh, you had to build it.
I had to build it, yeah. So I had to raise the handlebars. I had to move them forward. I had to tilt the seat back. Because the first time I rode it, the saddle was pitching me forward and my arms were getting tired. So I had to tip the seat back just a little bit and get the right height so that I could touch the ground. But if I get to a hill, I have to sort of stand on the pedals and hang on to the bars.
I wonder what's going on with me, because I'm not even hardly panting after, like, not running after a month.
I think what it is you haven't worn out those muscles, so they're all fresh. But on the next lap, you might feel different. Nope.
It was like, I saw you
Sniffing?
sniffing, so I thought, oh, I'll sniff too. I'll be the,
Second opinion.
yeah.
Sniff Master General.
It's amazing, actually, the second opinion, when people ask a doctor, and the doctor says, oh, it's just, something, like, I forget. There was a movie I was watching, and the doctor was completely wrong. So they asked the second doctor, and the doctor said, no, your daughter's about to die.
Oh, wow.
So, it was, oh man, second opinions really are good.
Well, it can be very useful. Because sometimes somebody might get the complete wrong side of the picture, you know what I mean?
It was, the movie was based on a true story. It was called
Time,
Miracle
7 minutes,
something.
31
Miracle.
seconds.
Yeah.
Distance, 1 kilometers. Cadence, 81. Workout average pace, 7 minutes, 29 seconds per kilometer.
7:29. That's like Spanish pace. I had a couple of hash browns at McDonald's and a coffee. But because my jacket was so dirty on the back, I turned it inside out. So I had the dirt on the inside, just so they didn't think I was some sort of hobo. You know how they get some pretty rough people in there, tramps.
You know, the square malt.
Yeah. Danny DeVito bus stop. There's the chain gang.
Oh no,
Nope.
not today.
Part of a chain gang.
No, not part of the daycare.
No. Maybe it's a private family. I mean, you know.
They're probably like, I don't want my kids going into something that's slavery.
Yeah. These are the objectors to the chain gang method of daycare.
I mean, it's unusual. Like I've never seen daycare people have to hold on to a street.
Yeah, there's like 12 of them. 12 infants in a row. Well, in a way it's sad because it means that their parents have to go to work. Both the parents. Because they can't afford to stay at home.
Maybe it's a spoil. Maybe that's why they have to do that.
Yeah. Lots of young families. Mainly because of the military being here.
But if the military was here, you think they wouldn't do it at all?
They'd have their own private daycare.
Or private bodyguards.
Yeah, I think they probably do. On the base, they would have their own private daycare for families that lived on the base.
Because there's a police station.
Hello, joggers coming through.
There's a police station right
Hi.
over there.
No, you don't want to?
Police station's right over there. Wait,
Where?
over there.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I always used to get the two buildings mixed up, the Y and...
So even if there is a spy mode, there's no point having children holding a rope.
chain gang. I think it's for their safety. But it just means that the child minders are looking after too many kids. They still haven't fixed this sidewalk. They started before I left. Oh. And the kids' playground, that's taking a long time. It's got a name now. Esquimalt Adventure Park.
You see those four things?
Yeah.
The ones own...
Like a helicopter.
No. They make those own exercise things.
Yes.
They only have four. There used to be 8 of them. They've taken them.
They've taken 4 out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they just changed them into benches or something.
Well, they still exercise things, just not as much.
In Spain, they were all over the place.
Oh, really?
In the parks, yep. They had one that looked like a stair stepper. They have another one that looks like a steering wheel.
Was it too easy?
Well, hang on, let me swim in through. Hello. Isn't it ironic? They got to us at the narrowest part of the sidewalk.
The air pressure when you're moving the thing in Spain, was it hard?
I don't remember seeing an air pressure one. Most of them were like stair gliders or whatever. Elliptical.
So there was no weights?
No. It was just a body weight kind of thing. Hello. But it goes to show that the weather there is much more friendly. Because it's always warm. It's like this temperature all the time. So people can be outside doing their exercise. Instead of here where you have to go indoors to a gym. So having that cruiser bike is like having my own outdoor gym. Because I'm convinced I'm getting a better workout on that bike than on my other bike. Because it doesn't have gears.
What do you do when you go up a hill?
I have to stand up on the pedals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to get my whole body weight behind it and slow down a lot. That's the other thing. My uphills are slower, but my cruising and my downhills is the same, or faster. Because the one gear that it's in is ideal for the goose. But only that's when I start overtaking other people, when it's nice and smooth and flat.
thick tires too.
Yeah, it's a comfortable ride. Took me a while to get used to how to brake. If you stop at the lights with one pedal up too high, you can't move it. Because if you go backwards, it puts the brake on. And you can't move it forward because it's already at the top. It's quite tricky. You have to remember to always end up with your feet slight one up and one back a little bit. And then you can use it either for forward or backward.
You can pedal backwards?
No.
Oh.
If you pedal back, you put the brake on.
Time, 15.
So it's not like a fixed wheel.
Kilometers. Cadence, 81. Workout average pace, 7 minutes, 29 seconds per kilometer.
Still the same pace. And we've done 2K, Derick. And you're still not out of breath. That's great.
Maybe it's all muscle memory. If it's 2 months, then maybe I'd be in trouble.
I think it's because you've rested. And you look as if you might have lost some weight.
Oh,
Well,
no.
no?
No.
Have you weighed yourself lately?
No. You're not true.
Go to the gym next time and weigh yourself.
Uh-uh.
No can do. Well, this run is warming up my jacket, so now when I ride home, I'll be able to shake the dirt off. Because it's not really dirt.
I think it's stuck on there.
I know, it's stained a little bit because, like, some of it was grey asphalt kind of dust, and some of it was clay. You know what the trail is like by the trestle to Banfield Park. There's a muddy section.
I think I'll take a rest. Just to see, I don't really need to, I just wanted to see what happens.
I think I was speeding up as well.
Autopause.
Look both ways. Look both ways. That's a good bit of advice when you're traveling abroad, to look every way. Because in England, the cars come from the other side. That's how I broke my leg the first time.
Broke your leg.
Yeah. I looked the wrong way and stepped out into the traffic and got hit by a car. He couldn't avoid me. He said, "You just stepped out in front of me."
Did you
Lucky I wasn't any further, otherwise he would have run me over.
sue him?
Well, no,
No?
it was my fault.
Oh, he's lucky.
Well, this was in Quebec as well. This was almost 30 years ago, Derick.
Oh, when they didn't have that.
They didn't have the internet, no.
No, I mean, they didn't have the ability to sue somebody.
Oh yeah, they've always had that ability to sue. But, you know, there were no witnesses other than his word and my word that I was, you know, looking the wrong way. But it was a near miss, and it taught me a lesson. It taught me a lesson to look both ways. Always. Up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. You know how sometimes when you're running along the sidewalk and a car is coming out of a driveway,
Yeah.
they look the other way because they're not expecting you to be coming from this side. And they might see that it's clear and accelerate. Okay, how about that? We're at Winchbury again.
So, Sunday was my last day in Montana.
Ah, wow.
Huh?
So you'll be able to run on different days now,
Yeah.
at the weekend.
Yep.
We have to find out when Rob's days off are. So did we have a shutout on this road? Yep, I think we did. The last time we came on this road, there were no cars. We just have that sniff alert. We get a second chance.
Halfway to your goal.
There's a rainbow. You see it? I've been trying a new trick with my phone. You know how you can have Google Maps or Bing Maps that give you a turn-by-turn? They can also give you a turn-by-turn for walking. So what I do is I tell it to get me somewhere, and it gives me all the turns. It's very, very useful in Spain because I had to go and visit my mother across town. And I didn't know how to get there. I knew how to get there by metro, but by the underground, I didn't know how to get there by roads.
So something happened when you're away.
Yeah.
Something big happened.
What?
You know the pot dispensers?
The cannabis,
Yeah.
well, are they still compassionate or do they sell to anybody?
They sell to anybody.
Don't you have to have a ticket?
Nope.
Wow.
Trudeau hasn't done anything yet. So he was here in Victoria and he said pot stores are still illegal. And I'm like, huh? Well, then why are you shutting them down? Because what's happened was...
The law hasn't been passed yet, I guess.
No.
So technically they're still illegal.
Yeah, and all the police were shutting them down. So,
Just to keep them on their toes, so they know that people are watching them.
and so what Trudeau's thought of, well, think of, you have to get a pharmacist permission to get pot now.
Yeah.
Not a doctor's, a pharmacist.
So you could just go to any drugstore and say, I can't get to sleep, I need a prescription for marijuana,
Yeah,
and they'll give it to you?
And then the pharmacist said in Times Columnist, oh, this is funny. This is going to get Trudeau all worked up. The pharmacist said, we will not do a prescription for pot. Absolutely not.
Wow. So, 1 minute Trudeau's saying, sure, you can get a pharmacist. Next minute, the pharmacist is saying they're not going to do it.
No.
Not until it's legal.
Even when it's legal, they said that. They won't do it.
Or maybe they'll just say it has to be a doctor, if they recommend.
And then a lot of doctors are
Well,
saying...
some doctors would just take a bribe.
Well, a lot of doctors are saying yes. And then a lot of doctors are saying no.
And a lot of doctors are thinking, I can cash in on this.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be the new dealers. They'll be dealing out prescriptions.
And all the pot dispensaries, most of them are run by criminals.
Criminals?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah. You wonder how they made their money for the first purchase.
I mean, how did they get the pot? Well, from the black market.
They got connections.
Yep.
Time, 22 minutes, 36 seconds.
They go in there,
Distance, 3
and then
kilometers.
they
Cadence,
arrest all the
79.
employees.
Workout average pace,
And then they
7
close it
minutes,
down.
31 seconds per kilometer.
And they're also making the beer stations lose money.
What
So the liquor stores are losing money because of that.
Well, who's making money at the moment from the sale of medicinal marijuana?
Pot people.
Just the store holders, the store owners,
Yeah.
and their suppliers.
Yeah.
You wonder how much they pay for it.
$1.
Or maybe they grow it themselves. Because that's the other thing. There's no regulation as to what the quality has to be. You might be buying stuff that's really strong or really weak or stuff that makes you go really nuts. I mean, that could be dangerous. If somebody, for instance, say somebody is bipolar and he buys really powerful weed.
Which is already twice as powerful since the 60s.
Yeah. He might become psychotic after having this one puff.
I think that's what they said in Times Colonist. This has caused more, the pharmacist said, has caused violence.
Yeah, from the very strong weed.
From pot dispensaries. Violence in front of the pot dispensary.
Yeah.
There's people asking for somebody to go get them pot.
Yeah, like they used to do outside liquor stores.
Yeah.
Kids would wait for somebody
Older enough.
old enough to buy for them. Yeah, a Esquimalt Adventure Park. It's going to be open soon. But it looks like it's for adults as well as kids. It's a pretty fancy play park, eh? So, Derick, I'm proud of you. You're more than halfway finished. One more lap and we've done it. Back on Esquimalt Road. Hello. Joggers coming through. Thank you. Joggers, yes. No, we're joggers. What? Anything slower than 7-minute pace is joggers.
I still consider it running.
I guess for some people, yeah, that's true. For some people, it's quite fast. I had some American listeners that thought I was doing 7-minute miles, which is very fast. And I had to remind them that I'm actually doing more like 11-minute miles.
So I thought you were doing 1 minute per kilometer.
Pretty much, yeah. Hello. That's how my bike is still there. Can you see it yet?
Well, the McDonald's thing's annoying.
Oh, the sign is blocking it.
Well, it's pretty much a $60 block, so I would suspect it'd be there.
Yeah. Look at it, Harley. I call it Harley. What? You're just doing 2?
Yeah.
Alright. When are we going to run again then?
Tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Why? Or Thursday.
How about Thursday? Alright. Thursday, same time, same place.
Is Graham still in?
No. He had a surgery.
Really?
There's the mail lady over there.
So,
He had surgery
huh,
for prostate.
prostate cancer?
Yeah. They took his prostate out.
Oh.
They took it out. Anyway, I'm going to finish this last lap and then cycle home with a smile on my face.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Derick. Thank you.